In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Monday, June 2nd. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our June 2nd MLB slate we got going on for Monday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel here at 10.1 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on the way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can go to a much broader audience. So right now for Patreon, last night we had a phenomenal day here. Two-leg parlay here, Mets and Diamondbacks, stat cash. We had another one, a four-leg parlay, Guardians, Mets, Blue Jays, and Diamondbacks, stat cash at plus 384 with the boost on that one. We also had a two-leg total bases parlay with Lindor and Alonso. That came through. They wound up both hitting home runs, so that could have been a home run parlay there. And then we had another one. No, and then that was it for the night. That's just the combination of both. So if you guys want these winning plays, you gotta sign up for the Patreon. That's locked and loaded down below. You click on that description. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. Before I forget, we absolutely killed it on yesterday's video on Sunday with our plays. We went 4-1 yesterday. Almost had a full sweep. Just one little. I should have switched the Tigers. That Tigers Royals game. I gave out Royals money line as my top play, and then my second play was the under in that total. I should have gave out the under. That would have been a complete sweep. That game only scored one run, but we had the Rangers come through. We had the Brewers outright win. We had the plus 1.5. We had the Guardians, and we had the D-backs minus 1.5 to salvage that series as well. So 4-1, absolutely phenomenal Sunday. Thank you guys for supporting, and I saw the comments down below after those plays hit. So right now we are currently at 40-31-1. All right, so we're trending up. We're going to continue to keep it above 500 and keep pushing. First game up here in Fenway Park, we have the Boston Red Sox 29-32 going up against the LA Angels 26-32. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Tyler Anderson 2-2 with a 3.39 ERA going up against Richard Fitz here 0-2 with a 2.70 ERA. Looking at these odds here, Red Sox are home favorites minus 150 with the comeback of the Angels at a plus 125. Total run set at 9.5. Public bet percentage here, 70% of the bets, 63% of the money all over Boston. And for the total run, 60% of the bets, 62% of the money towards the over 9.5. So slightly leaning here, public and sharp, slightly leaning on that under in this particular game here. Maybe because you're looking at Tyler Anderson, his phenomenal ERA. He's looked very good. This is a left-handed pitcher going against the Red Sox, and that's a bad sight here. All right, Red Sox are top 4 in the league against lefties, and Tyler Anderson struggles on the road with a 4.78 ERA as well. If we dig a little bit deeper, going across the board, it's the lefties that's really giving them trouble, especially with the power. 2.70 home run per 9. Righties a 1.83 home run per 9. That's not good at all. 14% walk rate and 10% walk rate to lefties and righties. He's giving up a 300 batting average to lefties when that does arise. There will be situations where it'll be a lefty versus lefty going up against this Boston Red Sox lineup. Going across the board here, there's some regression coming against righties as well, despite the fact he has a 216 batting average and a 1.27 whip. That's decent. But the XFIP is telling me a different story here, that should definitely arise. So he's been getting lucky as of late, and he's a lot of left on base percent, 98% left on base percentage and 67 to righties as well. That's really high. And he's been having a solid defense behind him. But with this team here in the Boston Red Sox in Fenway Park, and their top 4 in the league against opposing lefties, this is a really good spot for them. Richard Fitz on the other end, starter for the Boston Red Sox. He's got called up from AAA. He's had a handful of starts so far this year, and he struggled at home. It's only been one game, 4.50 ERA at home. If we looked a little bit deeper, remember, it's only one game, so it looks ridiculous against righties, a 4.55 average. But he's definitely someone that you can attack, looking at his numbers from last year. So that's why I'm liking the total over in this game. The lefties that Tyler Anderson is going to have to face is Jaron Duran, Rafael Devers, and Marcelo Mayer. He might see Abraham Turo. He might switch to lefty, see where he's more comfortable at against Tyler Anderson. But definitely top of the order, he's going to have to deal with two heavy hitters. And in general, this Red Sox team is elite against lefties. I like the over 9.5 total runs as the main play. Secondary play in this game, I do think the Boston Red Sox get the win at the end of the day, but I definitely think that both sides can attack each other here, and I like the over 9.5 total runs. In Lone Depot Park here, we have the Miami Marlins 23-34 going against the Colorado Rockies 9-51. Pitching matchup here, Herman Marquez 1-7 with a 7.13 ERA. Going against Max Mayer here 3-4 with a 4.53 ERA. Current odds on this matchup here, we have the Marlins as solidified home favorites -200 with the comeback of the Rockies at a +165. Total runs set at 8. Public bet percentage here, 85% of the bets, 88% of the money all over Miami here. And for the total runs, 80% of the bets, 83% of the money towards the over 8 in the total runs department. Starting off with the Miami Marlins, Max Mayer here. He does pitch better at home with a 3.48 home ERA. For digging in on some of his numbers here, phenomenal strikeout rate, 30% K rate to lefties, 26% K rate to righties here. If you want to look at his props, that's definitely a spot we can look at. He is giving up the home run ball, 1.89 home run per 9 to lefties and righties essentially, and he really has struggled against righties. 295 batting average to righties, a 1.43 whip, but there is supposed to be regression here. So FIP is at 4.03, xFIP expected, which is going to be his expected ERA, should be at 2.35 against righties here. So you should expect some regression here. We got to watch out for the power against this team. But with the Rockies here, they have a couple guys. They have a couple guys that could, they have a couple guys with enough ISO to really hurt him. But the strikeout rate is really the big issue here. One of the worst strikeout teams in the league at almost at 28% here, and they got multiple guys that struggle against the pitches with Max Mayer here. So I'm going to be going with the Miami Marlins, and then for Herman Marquez on the other end, he's actually pitched the worst outside of Colorado, which is shocking. 9.42 ERA on the road. And his numbers are absolutely egregious, both sides, and mainly against righties here. 415 batting average, a 231 whip, 472 BABIP, all against righties. Lefties, 277 batting average and a 1.53 whip. These are phenomenal numbers for the Miami Marlins bats here. We're going to go Miami Marlins on the money line. Miami Marlins -1.5, and for the total, I would probably lean towards the team total over of the Marlins. That's how I would play it. Team total over for the Marlins, definitely. So, you know what? Team total Marlins over is going to be my number one play, and that's probably at 4.5. No. We'll do -1.5 Marlins. -1.5 Marlins is number one play. Secondary play is Marlins team total over. In Oracle Park here, San Francisco Giants here, 33-26, going up against the San Diego Padres, 33-24. We have an NL West matchup here. Pitching matchup, Stephen Kolek, 3-1 with a 4.11 ERA, going up against Logan Webb, 5-5 with a 2.82 ERA. Current odds for this matchup here, Giants are home favorites, -175, with the comeback of the Padres at a +145. 5. Total runs set at 7.5. So very low total here in this pitcher's park. And Logan Webb on the mound. All right, public bet percentage here, 59% of the bets on the Giants, and then we have the sharps here. 57% of that money is coming in on the Padres. So public and sharps are split on this one here. Total runs, 85% of the bets, 83% of the money towards the over 7.5 in the total. All right, for Stephen Kolek here, road ERA 1.33 with 20 innings. So he's been really comfortable at home, struggles on the road. We're looking at his exact numbers on the road here. No home run per 9 at all to lefties and righties. A very strong strikeout rate to lefties as well at 27%. And a very low batting average to both lefties and righties. 212 to lefties, 231 to righties, under 1 whip to righties as well. So across the board here, very strong numbers for this young pitcher in Kolek. They have something special in him. And then on the other end, we have Logan Webb. He's been phenomenal. 1.39 ERA here at home. And if we're digging a little bit deeper, is there a little bit of regression coming his way? Strong strikeout numbers, 28 to lefties, 20 to righties. And no, this should be another strong start from Logan Webb here. But I'm definitely seeing with these two teams here, NL West battle, I think that there's value on the +1.5, and I think a game that's going to be very low scoring as well. So give me the Padres +1.5, and give me the total under 7.5. I think it's going to be a pitching duel in MNT Park here, or whatever AAA park they gave the Athletics there in Sacramento. 23-37 the Athletics. Minnesota Twins 33-27. Pitching matchup here, Joe Ryan 5-2 with a 2.57 ERA, going against Luis Severino here, 1-4 with a 3.89 ERA. Current odds for this one here, we have the Twins as road favorites -155 with the comeback on the Athletics at a +130, and total runs at 9. Public bet percentage here, 81% of the bets, 88% of the money all over Minnesota. And for the total runs, 55% of the bets, 57% of the money towards the over 9 in the total here. Now, looking at this matchup here, we're going to start off with Joe Ryan. He's been one of the aces here for the Minnesota Twins and has been pitching phenomenally. 2.89 home ERA that we got from him, and very strong numbers across the board, home and road. For Luis Severino here in this AAA ballpark in Sacramento, he has been struggling mightily. 6.20 home ERA, and he's been getting absolutely hit up here. 299 batting average, so essentially a 300 batting average to righties, a 1.4 whip to both lefties and righties as well. Not giving much in the home run department, still under 1, but he's giving up too many opportunities with hits, and he's walking too many guys, especially lefties, at 11%. All right, so this game here, I'm going to be looking and backing Joe Ryan in this spot in the Twins bats to attack the Athletics. Give me the Twins on the money line for the secondary play of over under 9 runs. I think that the runs do get flowing here. I'm going to lean towards the over in the total of 9 runs. Last but not least here, we have the LA Dodgers 36-23 going up against the New York Mets 37-22. Current pitching matchup here, Paul Blackburn 5-8 with a no ERA. This is going to be his first start this year. Pitched for the Mets last year as well. Dustin May 3-4 with a 4.20 ERA. He's been very up and down this year. Looking at the odds for this one, Dodgers obviously big home favorites -170 with the comeback of the Mets at a +140. Total runs set at 9.5. Public bet percentage here, 72% of the bets towards the Dodgers, and then we have 52% of the money coming in on the Dodgers. So sharps are looking at the Mets in this spot here. And for the total run, 66% of the bets, 72% of the money towards the over 9.5 total runs. All right, so Dustin May in his last start against the Mets gave up 5 earned runs. It was a really bad start for him. That was 2 years ago. This is a much better lineup here in the New York Mets as well. Dustin May has pitched okay at home with a 2.96 ERA. If we're looking exactly at his numbers, it's the righties that he's having issues with a 2.62 batting average, a 1.32 whip as well. And there's supposed to be regression coming his way versus righties. And he's going to have to see at least 5 to 6 righties here in that lineup for the New York Mets. All right, so a much improved lineup. He's going to have to face about 5 to 6 lefties here as well, righties against the Mets. So definitely a question mark in that spot for Dustin May. Don't have a lot of confidence in him. And then Paul Blackburn, this is going to be his first start this year. Now he has to go up against the LA Dodgers lineup, and he's had issues against righties. A 300 batting average, a 1.60 whip, and he has a 4.81 xFIP. That was coming from last year. So there's supposed to be a little bit of regression coming his way, but the home run per nine was pretty high at 2.10. All right, so I think that this game here is going to have a ton of runs. I like the over 9.5 as the main play. And the secondary play will be the Mets plus 1.5. But I think that the total over runs is going to be the way I play this game between these two teams, especially Paul Blackburn in his first start and the Mets getting at Dustin May, who has had some struggles against righties. All right, so that's going to be our breakdown for the slate we got going on Monday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We could definitely debate about that down below. If you guys want to sign up for that Patreon, get locked and loaded, click on that description. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.